Good morning, guys. Market's looking a little dodgy today. Let's go through it in detail. So what happened overnight was the Binance owner, Binance announced the resolution of their years-long criminal probe, and they're going to pay a $4.3 billion fine, which they've got the money for. It's not going to send a broker or anything. And the owner, CZ, is stepping down. He's out. So this kind of knocked the market for a 6 today. It looked like it was going to go up. Especially yesterday, we had some bad news on Kraken Exchange, which knocked the altcoins around. So let's take a look at our. Take a look at our list. We have some really big wipeouts here. So let's start with. So this is our altcoin market. You can see it looked like it was probably going to go up. It's come down, it's hit support. Now, this market hitting support here, it's a 50-50 call. If it bounces here, we're still really good. And the reason it's probably going to bounce is because that was just a reaction to news. So just a reaction to news usually bounces back. If it keeps going down here, we got to get out of some of these long positions. That's just the way it is. Now let's look at them individually. Yeah, near almost certainly is going to bounce today, but almost certainly we want to get out on that bounce. You can see it's already starting to bounce. We want to be getting out around the $2 mark. So we're going to be looking for the exits on near today. Big time really took it. Yeah, I probably wouldn't get out of that one yet. Okay, meme should be wrecked. That's wrecked. TIA, one of the big coins, couldn't chase that. We've been saying that for a couple of days. That's starting to come back to earth. That's good. Let's look at Woo. Another big down candle to be expected. What are we at? 2080. Let me just quickly check the Woo proof of reserves. This is an exchange that I'm keeping an eye on. They have a transparent. Okay, what have we got? 150. This was at 160 yesterday. Okay, so they're getting a little bit of a bank run here. Yeah, people have withdrawn about 1/16 of the reserves. Okay, that's something to keep an eye on. That probably explains that. Orbs. This one really looked like it was going to break out. If this holds here around these levels, this is going to be okay. Let's have a look. Is it bouncing yet? Okay, so a big long down like that. That's yeah. This is almost something we want to. This is almost certainly something we want to fade. That's okay. AMB, boy. Ugly candles, broken below support. That's liquidations. That's actually a buy. That's a buy here. You can see it's going to have massive big 5-minute candles, and these are always bottoms. So that one hold. That's pretty ugly. Let's look at Gal. Same thing. Wow, Gal looked great. Same thing. These are all at the outer extent of ugliness. Lever, same deal. That's heartbreaking. Cyber, you wouldn't touch that. Pendle, you wouldn't touch that. Pond, wouldn't touch that. LDO. Let's look at some of the other stuff that we were looking at. EOS, glad we didn't get involved there. Mina, you can see after the God candle, it's still behaving weird. Let's look at some other stuff. Everything down today. Measurable data token, down but still holding up okay. Let's look at OP. It's okay. Doge, probably okay. It looks like everything else. BLZ. Let's look at Rune. Yeah, Rune isn't getting any buying pressure at all. You want to stay away from that. BNT, same deal. You want to stay away from that. ADA looks pretty strong. RLB still weakening. Let's have a look at some of these RLB dashboards. More sells than buys. Okay, so the market makers are getting rid of inventory. 82% sells, 65%, 35%. Okay, I see what's happening here. Yeah, that's not too bad. I can live with that. Okay, let's move on. Ethereum. Down, not as much as Bitcoin. That's interesting. TRB should be wrecked, but not as bad as everything else. The Sam Altman coin, yeah, I wouldn't touch that. Now, DYDX, we're in. So let's look in detail at what happened with DYDX. So we got in here. We got a little bump. The market was temporarily mispriced. What we were hoping for was that that little bump would start a wave, like a pebble kicking over an avalanche, and that was going to do it to here. We got the Kraken news here, and we got the Binance news here. And it's bouncing hard off that. So that's okay. I'm happy to hold that one for today. We're about where we got in. Matic is a different story. So that's a big drop. That's a really big drop. The reason I'm still in that is because this is about at the outer extents of where it can go, and you can see that we're starting to see these big signs of exhaustion way down the bottom. And we're going to look in detail at these, and yeah, you can see after you get the big candles, you get the reaction. The big candles is generally everyone getting flushed out, which causes a mispricing, and you see the strong reaction. So I think temporarily, let's go into it in a bit more detail. So let's look at Matic. On a 5-minute chart, here's our big liquidations here, and we're shaking some more out here. This is definitely clearing out. The open interest has cleared out completely out of the run. We'll back a bit on that in a minute. Now, cumulative volume delta, we've got selling on the coin margin futures, and we've got in aggregate buying on the spot until they gave up here. This is kind of okay. Let's change this to a 15-minute, and we'll see it. What is this? Okay, someone took a big short and was liquidated. Spot buying supported this all the way through. And coin selling was selling all the way into that. Okay, this is interesting. Let's get it on 1 hour chart. Oh, you see it really clearly. So spot buying is supportive, spot buyers are giving up. This is about the time when things would reverse. I'm not selling that yet. And you can see that we've got aggressive spot buyers coming in right here. Yeah, I think that's probably around a bottom. Okay, let's look at DYDX. Same thing. Bring back the CBD futures. Oh, it's not showing those for some reason. Indicators, CBD. Let's see if it brings up these. Okay, so we have big liquidations here. That's what we want to see. We have more big liquidations here. Okay, those are totally cleared out. That's kind of good. That's what we want to see. And let's change this back to like 30 minutes so we get a better view. Okay, so CVD futures aggressive selling, spot buying leading the way into there. That's why this looked good. Spot buying is given up. But open interest is rising. Okay, so this one is a hold too. So this is all generally unpleasant, but definitely still a hold. Now, let me look at what we've got in terms of shorts. Okay, what's tapping off on all my indicators here? Okay, so Matic, you can see these large trades generally happen at bottoms. Let's have a look at DYDX. Okay, so let's have a look at some power trades. Heavily manipulated coin. So these manipulation monitors go nuts when we see spoofing on the bid order when this starts to flash super fast, and you can see it's flashing super fast. Now, this thing called Speed Rush is which coins are flashing around, moving around the fastest, because they're generally coins that are in play. This is something that I find a lot of. Okay. RDNT, BLZ, Flow, and Pendle. Let's look at RDNT. Oh, hello. This one needs more work on it, and I'm underwater in a couple of longs. So I wouldn't necessarily be jumping in more longs here, but yeah, there's some work to do today. Okay, I'm on it, guys.